This December 15th, 2025, regular meeting of the Caney Independent School District Board of Trustees is hereby called to order. Let the minutes show that all board members are in attendance and that this meeting has been called in accordance with the Texas Open Meetings Act, Texas Government Code, Chapter 551. All items that will be discussed or voted on this evening have been posted as required by state law. I would like to extend a warm welcome to everyone here tonight, and we are pleased that you have taken the time this evening to join us. On behalf of the new Caney ISD Board of Trustees, we are pleased that you joined us as we celebrate achievements, set goals, listen to reports, approve budgets, contracts, and personnel appointments, and make policy for the district. We are not here to make management decisions or to solve problems of the district or of individuals. Management is the sole responsibility of the superintendent. This is a meeting in the public, not a meeting of the public. As our guests, we welcome you to observe and to listen. Again, we are pleased that you have taken the time this evening to join us. We thank you for your interest in New Caney ISD. We now ask that you silence your cell phones at this time. Please rise for the invitation to be given by Mr. Nelson and remain standing for the pledge of allegiance and honor the Texas flag led by Mr. Brown.
Heavenly Father, we come before you this evening with grateful hearts, thankful for the opportunity to serve our community, students, and trusted to our care. We ask for wisdom and guidance as we gather to make decisions that will impact the lives and future humanity. Grant us clarity of mind, unity of purpose, and compassion in our deliberations. Help us to listen with respect, speak with integrity, and act with humility. May our choices reflect not only what is best for today, but also what will bring lasting benefits for tomorrow. We lift up our students, teachers, staff, and families, asking you to bless them with strength, encouragement, and success in all they do. Protect and guide our district as we work together to build a foundation of learning, character, and service. We thank you for the privilege of leadership and for the trust placed in us. In everything we do here, bring honor to you and a blessing to those we serve. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one indivisible.
We're going to shuffle around our agenda tonight, and we're going to skip right on down to item 4, which is the superintendent's report, because we don't want to make the kids get up here for all these other boring reports. So, Mr. Calvert, I'm going to go with you.
Yes, ma'am. At this time, I'd like to ask Mr. Moran. We're going to jump ahead to you guys. So if you want to come and tell us about all these kids that have been around here performing tonight, I just want to thank all the schools that took time out of their schedule to come visit us this time of year and showcase our kids' talent. And so I just want to thank Mr. Moran and his folks for organizing that, all our teachers and staff for taking time out of their busy schedule during the holiday season. So, Mr. Moran, it is all yours, sir.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Is it okay if I go ahead and mute everything?
Yes, sir. Don't worry.
Thank you. Good evening, President Harrell, members of the school board, Mr. Calvert. It is my pleasure to introduce the winners of our annual NCISD Holiday Art Card Contest. Could I go ahead and have the winners come up and the teachers come up as well? If you're one of the winners, come on. About the contest, we limited to 150 entries from the campuses. Every campus was able to do their own type of competition to get to this level. And then we did 2 rounds of voting. We picked 6 winners. We have 2 from the elementary division, 2 from the middle school division, and 2 from the high school division. And each of the winners tonight is going to get a printed version of their cards, and a $25 gift card, and a nice little basket. So congratulations, everybody. Okay, the first person we're going to talk to is Ariel. Where's Ariel? So, Miss San Miguel shared with me some stuff about Ariel. Ariel's time at King's Manor has been brief, but she has been a wonderful addition to our campus. Her creativity shone through the moment she stepped into our class. We are proud that her creativity and skill has been recognized, and we look forward to seeing all the amazing things she will do in the future. Congratulations, Ariel. Then we have Alyssa. And Alyssa is a second grader at Sorters Mill Elementary with Miss Collingford. And Ms. Collingford shared with me that Alyssa Garcia Otero is a second grader at Sorters Mill Elementary. She is always smiling, excited to come to art class, and always ready to learn something new. She even got her design on the district t-shirt. We are so proud of her. Congratulations, Alyssa. Keep up the great work. And then we have our middle school winners. And this is nice because this is Miss Scroggins from Pine Valley, and both of the students are hers. So she gets beer for both of these guys. So first we're going to start with Kaylin. Awesome. So Kaylin is an 8th grader at Pine Valley. And Kaylin's a 13-year-old at Pine Valley Middle School. Art has been in her life for a long time. She has helped, and it has helped her in many ways. She feels calm when making art, and her skill has grown significantly as she has gotten older. Every day creating art is a new journey through brush strokes and pencil lines that were a small piece of the art, but had a big impact. Through sports, art has guided her through so much, like hard track practices, rough softball games, and when we lost a close score. When she grows up, she wants to go into school for therapy and hopes to be an art therapist. She loves helping people talk through issues and their own problems, and helping people is something that makes her feel proud to see their growth and to see someone get better. She hopes to be able to keep doing art throughout her life and hopefully get to share her art as well. Thank you so much. Next, we have Layla. Layla is a 7th grader at Pine Valley. She's a 13-year-old student. She loves drawing, playing violin, volleyball, and sleeping. Who doesn't? Layla is a follower of Christ and doesn't regret it. When she grows up, she is considering being an author or maybe an animator. She likes basically everything about art class. She loves the music her teacher puts on, and she really loves the vibe. The room is also very pretty. And then we have our 2 high school winners. This is Braden Dobson. And Braden's teacher is Miss Arsham, who can't be here tonight, but Miss Beard's helping us out. Thank you, Miss Beard. Braden is in Drawing 2 with Miss Arsham at New Caney High School and maintains a high A average in all of his classes. Braden has always enjoyed drawing and is on the school's cross-country and track teams. Something interesting, he is a triplet and the oldest by 15 seconds. Congratulations, Braden. And our last winner is Haylin. Haylin is a 9th grader at Porter, enrolled in Art 1. Haylin is not only a talented artist, but a dedicated student with a strong work ethic, always on task, and looking for ways to improve her artistic technique. This is not her first rodeo. Haylin won the NCISD holiday competition last year when she was in 8th grade. In 7th grade, she won a platinum status medal at the Visual Arts Scholastic event. There are more accomplishments we can mention, but it's safe to say we expect great things from Haylin in the years to come. Congratulations, Haylin. Okay, moving ahead. Thank you so much. Tonight, I have the pleasure of introducing and talking about a lot of our fine arts staff members, and this is just an informative session. This presentation could have gone for a long time. I'll try to make it very brief. It's just to give you some information about what we are and what we do here in our district. So our team in New Caney ISD is made up of 110 staff members in the Fine Arts Department. That includes Chris Rhodes, our amazing secretary, myself. We have 108 instructional staff members. So we go across several divisions. I kind of break it up into 7 divisions: elementary art and music, secondary visual arts, dance and drill team, theater arts, orchestra, band and color guard, and choir. And we have a lot of our teachers here tonight. I'd love for them to stand up and be recognized. If you're an NCISD fine arts teacher, would you please stand up? These guys really do make my job really easy, so it's pretty amazing. So what's really unique is we're trying to provide a lot of opportunities for leadership and growth in our district. And we have our district facilitators. Each of these people are given leadership opportunities to ensure events run smoothly. That being said, we're a team at New Caney ISD, and without all our departments working together, the achievements we have in fine arts would not occur. This goes all the way from transportation to maintenance to the instruction department. And I just can call out some people right now, like Grant Pappas over here doing all the stuff that they do in their department with helping with getting all of our stuff on media. Joanna Sims, if you don't know Joanna in transportation, you need to meet her. Called her at 6:55 Saturday morning about a bus that we needed, and she answered. We got the bus taken care of for the group that we needed, and then even for Mr. Plunk and Mr. Farmer, who helped all of our kids here with athletics, and so it really is a team effort in our district, and that's pretty amazing to see. Now, I can inundate you with a lot of facts about fine arts, and I'm not going to. There are some on the board right now, and I think it's safe to say that fine arts is a really big driving force of what our kids are coming to school to do. It's proven to help with academics, it's proven to help with everything you can imagine. So I'm just going to talk about that a little bit. Research is consistent in showing the benefits that fine arts provides to students' academic success and well-being. I 100% believe that our district believes this, and why as a school board and district you support us so much. Thank you for all of what you do for us. So just to talk about the divisions a little bit within fine arts, we have our elementary, and this is kind of an amazing number. We have 24 elementary art and music teachers that teach 9,225 students, because they teach them all. And so every school has one elementary art, one elementary music, and they see all the kids. Now, it doesn't mean they see them every day, but they see every one of those kids. And so it's pretty amazing what they can do. They have countless programs and performances. They deal with rodeo arts. This is where the students really love, to develop their love of fine arts and establish the drive and passion to continue. And you have not experienced life until you step into an elementary art and music classroom. It's a lot of fun. Recommend if you haven't done that, you try to go do that. And then that takes us to our secondary visual arts. And we have a lot to be celebratory of this. You can see some of our work up in the front right here, and we'll talk about that real quick. And I wrote on here, this could be a presentation by itself. We have so many wonderful things going on in our art rooms. We're lucky to have our amazing support. Just to point out a few students that we've had in the past. This is Hannah right here, and I want you to read this number here because it says Hannah is graduated, but her auction piece, her piece was auctioned last year for $75,000. And I looked at that and I said, is that a typo? No, it's not a typo. $75,000. So that's pretty amazing. So we're very proud of her. This is Stephanie. Stephanie's piece was selected by Congressman Dan Crenshaw to be the congressional winner, and is now in Washington, D.C. In fact, in the picture there, you can see Stephanie in the Cannon Tunnel, which connects the offices to the U.S. Capitol, and it gets to hang it in that Capitol, in that hall for a year. So Stephanie got to go this summer with Miss Roden and got to be there for the unveiling of it, which is pretty amazing. So congratulations to her. And this is Peyton, and you can see Peyton's artwork live in person right up here on the front table. And she got a gold seal at the state-based competition. 32,000 students enter this competition, and roughly 0.5% are recognized with a gold seal. So we just got that back, and that's pretty amazing right there. So congratulations to her. And then this is our art teachers and our visual arts teachers at our recent convention in Austin, where we were awarded for the 4th consecutive year our District Distinction Award, which is a pretty big deal. So let's give it up for our art teachers. And I can tell you now, the art teachers like to have fun at their convention. It's a lot of fun to go to. They make a lot of stuff, and they get to do a lot of things. So that's really awesome. So next, it takes us to our dance and our drill team. We have 12 teachers that serve over 1,275 students. And it's pretty amazing what they can do. This picture right here that you see was right before the parade. And they did that all on their own. They're such team oriented. They got out here together. And, you know, getting a lot of people who are competitive together can be difficult, but they take care of that really well. It's pretty amazing what they can do. And then for the first time ever, we sent our students to the TDEA drill team assessment. It's a pilot that UIL is doing to establish whether they're going to have UIL take over and do something that's competitive for them. So we're doing the pilot program. We did it this year. And all of our students are an excellent superior at that competition. So congratulations to them. It's pretty amazing what they can do. And I did get this in my slideshow because we just found this out today. But we have a bluebonnet, and I don't know if she's here tonight. I know she was here, but she had to go, and that's okay. And her name is Sydney James. And we just found out today that she's a finalist for a TDEA scholarship, and this is the first student ever from our district to get this, and we'll find out exactly what she gets in January. She has to go through, I think, an interview round, and then we'll find out how much money she got. So let's just, I know she's not here, but let's give Sydney a round of applause. And that takes us to our theater arts. We had a lot to celebrate last year. We have 11 secondary teachers that serve almost 1,400 students. Last year, New Caney High School, for the first time in a long time, advanced to the area round of one-act play. It's pretty amazing to see. And then Porter advanced past the area to the region level of one-act play, which I think they've done for the past few years. And the neat thing is, I know we were talking to some people earlier about shows. All of our schools do at least 2 shows a year, some do more. So if you're ever looking for something to do, odds are there's going to be a theater show somewhere between the 7 schools. And we just had our Texas Thespian event, and we had 13 New Caney ISD students qualify for the National Festival, which is the summer. And currently, we're preparing for we're getting ready for one play, but the really neat thing at the high schools are the musicals. And I want to make sure I get to share this. This is, if you look on this slide, you'll see some of the shows that we did. Peter Starcatcher was at New Caney High School at White Oak, did Susical. And then you can see here, Miss Bennett, Christmas in Pemberley was at West Fork, and Frankenstein was at Porter. So that was really neat to see. And then you can see here, this is a really unique opportunity. For the past several years, we've had, Porter High School's been doing a musical, but West Fork being new hadn't done one yet. And New Caney hadn't done one in a while. So this year, all 3 high schools are doing a musical. And they're all 3 on a different weekend in January. So you'll have an opportunity to go consecutive weeks to go see one of the musicals. And for anybody in the community that wants to buy tickets, the tickets are $10 each, but if you use that, if you buy 1 ticket, the next 2 tickets are $5. So you can go to all 3 shows for $20, which is a really unique opportunity. And the money just goes right back to the program. So very excited about Into the Woods at West Fork, and Chicago at Porter, and You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown at New Caney. So excited for that coming up. And then we have our orchestra program. We have 7 secondary arts orchestra teachers who serve over 760 students. And just to kind of share a little information about this, I have a lot of statistics up here about how many people make region orchestra and how many students advance and things like that. I want you to know what's really awesome about New Caney ISD is I did a study of the 30 districts around us in Houston, and 15 of those districts do not have orchestra. So it's really neat to see that we are, doing things that are meeting the needs of our students, and we're providing these opportunities for them. So that's a great thing for us. And then that takes us to our band and color guard, and you can see on here featured on there is the Kiefer Crossing Wind Ensemble, who I'm going to read this correctly. They have been nationally recognized for 3 consecutive years by the Mark of Excellence. This year, the Kiefer Crossing Middle School Wind Ensemble was selected as a committed winner, and that goes for Miss Monica Hester, who's the director, and Mr. Isaac Martinez, who's the assistant director. So let's give Kiefer Crossing Middle School a round of applause. There's a lot to be proud of on here, all the data. I can say selfishly, having been at West Fork last year, West Fork was able to get their first all-state band member. It took us 3 years to get it, we got it, so we're excited about that. Hopefully we're going to move forward with that and get some more next year. And then you can see here, this is a big thing of what happened. We just finished this. This is the New Caney High School marching band who went to the area competition, 6A area competition, and did an amazing job with their show. And you'll see here, this is the West Fork marching band, did the same thing, but they were in the 5A division, who advanced area and did an amazing job. And then here's Porter High School, who not only advanced to area, but also made it to area finals. And they took 6 to state, and Porter came out 8th. So they missed it just by 2 spots. And so we're really hoping next year, and I know we're all talking about all this being Flag Day and everything, and it's going to be pretty neat to see. But we're excited about what comes in the future with our marching bands. And this is a really cool story. I hope everyone got a chance to see this. This is Jaden Foster, and he's the new Caney High School drum major. You can see him on the left, conducting in his football uniform. There he is on the right. Well, KHOU did an article, actually did a news presentation on him, and you can go to KHOU and just type in Jaden Foster on there, and you'll find the story. I didn't want to play it for you tonight, but I definitely want to encourage you to do that. And what it really shows is the best of New Caney ISD. It shows what we can do when we work together. Basically, to sum up the story, Jaden was thinking about having to drop out of something. He talked to his football coach about dropping football. Football coach said, there's no need to do that. We can make this work. And the band director made it work. And it's just a great story of what a kid can do if we allow them to do what they need to do. So please check that out if you haven't checked that out already. Okay, and then this takes us to our choir. And you can see we have 12 secondary choir teachers who serve over 1,500 students. I can give you the big highlight of this one is we had 6 All-State choir members last year, which I believe might be a record that's coming up. Okay. So I feel like that's got to be a record because that's a lot. So big shout out to them. And then without further ado, I want to invite the West Fork guys to come up here. I want to talk about you just for a second. And this is the final portion of my talk, so thank you for bearing with me on this. But what an honor this is for these guys. They're going to be going to San Antonio in February to perform at the TMEA Music Convention. And they, just so you know, they're what we call a TMEA Invited Honor Choir, which means they had to submit a tape and they had to do all of this extra work and they had to submit recordings from previous years. And they were selected as one of the very few groups of performing ensembles to be featured at TMEA, which is pretty much the biggest deal you can do in the state of Texas. And not only did they get picked for TMEA, they also got the prime time slot on Friday night. So if you're not doing anything, Friday, February 13th at 7:30 p.m. in the Stars at Night Ballroom will be and it's a free concert if you want to go. So we're just very excited about that. And without further ado, I'm going to introduce Ms. Kara Kavanaugh-Woodard, who's the director. They're going to perform a piece for us. And before she does that, I want you to look at this picture while they're singing. And this is exactly what, when Miss Heine opened West Fork, when she hired all of us to join the team, it was very much like, we have kids. We have 350 something kids. We need to have a football team. We need to have a band. We need to have a volleyball team. We need to have everything. And this picture pretty much sums it up. Because Miss Kavanaugh's done an amazing job with that. And you can see all those kids. Those are just things that they do outside of choir. So it's pretty amazing to see. So without further ado, here's the West Fork High School Chamber Choir.
God save all.
Caney ISD 14 years ago, and they took a chance on me, and I was the sole director at Porter High School, and then I don't know, y'all have just been the most supportive group that any beginning teacher could have ever had, and I've made this my home. I grew up just down the road, and I've just always loved it here, and now I'm teaching these amazing students, and I've taught amazing students here. And I'm just looking at you guys, Ms. Sharp, Mr. Mixon. I mean, y'all have had kids in the fine arts programs too, and it's just, I can't believe we're here, but I can because of the support that y'all have given us and the students of New Caney ISD and the teachers. So thank you from the bottom of my heart and all the fine arts teachers' heart. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Of the fine arts program here at NCISD. And I am so proud of you guys. All three of my kids went through the programs. They participated in most of the programs, and all three are pursuing professionally what they learned from this program. I am so proud of what we do here at NCISD. Thank you for your work.
Thank you, Ms. Kavanaugh. Kids from West Florida, it's truly an honor, and I know you are going to represent us well. So thank you for coming tonight and sharing your talent with us. Want to continue with our superintendent's report and recognize a couple of our elementary schools that are here. So that's a tough act to follow, but I know these two can do it. So I would like to recognize Ms. Anderson from Vince Ranch Elementary. Come on down.
This Ranch family, come on up, please. Good evening, members of the board and Mr. Tavola. Thank you for having us this evening. It is truly an honor and a pleasure to be here and to celebrate some of the incredible staff members who make our campus so special. Thank you for taking time to celebrate with us tonight. It means more than you know. First, I'd like to recognize Mrs. Margarita Hernandez. She has been a shining light in the New Caney ISD Child Nutrition Department for 7 years. She shows up every day with a servant's heart, a strong work ethic, and a smile that makes everyone feel welcome. She willingly steps in wherever she's needed and always goes above and beyond. Our students at UDE adore her, and her coworkers rely on her. Mrs. Hernandez is the kind of person who makes our schools better just by being in them. We're so thankful.
Next, we have Mrs. Albina Rubio Lugo. She is one of our most dedicated and trusted custodians. She begins each day with a smile and brings pride, focus, and an incredible work ethic to everything she does. Because of Mrs. Rubio, our campus is always welcoming, safe, and spotless. We are especially blessed to have both Ms. Rubio and her daughter serving our campus. Her daughter carries the same heart of service as one of our special education paraprofessionals. Mrs. Rubio is truly irreplaceable, and we cannot imagine our school without her. Thank you, Mrs. Rubio, for all you do. La señora Albina Rubio Lugo es una de nuestras custodias más dedicadas y de confianza. Ella comienza cada día con una sonrisa y trae orgullo de un enfoque y una ética de trabajo increíble a todo lo que hace. Debido a la señora Rubio, nuestra escuela es siempre acogedora, segura y impecable. Estamos especialmente bendecidos de tener tanto a la señora Rubio como a su hija sirviendo a nuestra escuela. Su hija lleva ese mismo corazón para el servicio como una de nuestras profesionales de educación especial. La señora Rubio es simplemente insustituible y no podemos imaginar nuestra escuela sin ella. Gracias, señora Rubio, por todo lo que hace. Next, I'd like to recognize Mrs. Jaquia Pineda. She joined DBE this year as our NCISD paraprofessional, and what a difference she has made. Her dedication, focus, and proactive approach set her apart. She's always 2 steps ahead, and both our staff and students adore her. With a Marine background, her heart is all about service, and our students benefit every day from her interventions. Beyond her work with students, Ms. Pineda brings creativity and joy to our campus. Our hallways look magical this December thanks to her decorating skills. We are so grateful she chose DBE. Next, we'd like to recognize Mrs. Keely Wynn. She is one of a kind fifth grade teacher at fifth grade ELA art teacher at DBE. Her dedication to her students, their growth, and her craft is unmatched. She embraces every challenge with a smile, even when she's pushed outside of her comfort zone, and consistently rises to the occasion. Mrs. Wynn is an incredible team member, a trusted educator, and the kind of teacher every parent hopes their child will have, and I know this personally, as she taught my son, and it still remains one of his favorites. Mrs. Wynn has a skill set, heart, and leadership qualities to go far. She will always have a place wherever I am. We are incredibly fortunate to have her at DBE. And last but not least, we'd like to recognize Ms. Eva Soto. She's our fifth grade dual language student and a true star at DBE. In math and science, she's curious, engaged, and asks thoughtful questions. She's always eager to learn. Eva approaches every task with dedication, giving her absolute best, and her hardworking spirit inspires those around her. Beyond academics, she is friendly, caring, and gets along beautifully with her classmates, showing respect and kindness in all she does. Eva sets a wonderful example in the classroom and shines bright every single day. We are proud of you, Eva. Keep reaching for the stars. I want to sincerely thank you all for your time this evening and your continued support of our campus. We're grateful for the opportunity to share and celebrate these amazing people who serve our students every day. Thank you for allowing us to recognize them.
How was my Spanish?
My favorite part of my job is being able to work with my staff. I truly have the most amazing staff. So I'll start off with my student, an amazing fifth grader, Delilah Catching. Delilah Catching is an outstanding leader, both in and out of the classroom. She consistently sets a positive example for her peers by following tall expectations and encouraging others to do the same. Her kindness and inclusiveness help create a welcoming environment where everyone feels valued. A dedicated and hardworking student, Delilah continually challenges herself to achieve her best. In addition, her classroom leader, she's a classroom leader, she also contributes to our school community through her involvement in the news crew, UIL, and student council. We are so proud of her positivity, attitude, determination, and difference she makes every single day. Great job. Just practicing it's emotional. Okay, the next person I want to honor is Miss Butler. I have the honor to recognize someone whose leadership, dedication, and service have truly made a difference on our campus. Miss Butler from our nutrition department. This year, when our cafeteria manager faced medical challenges had to be out, Miss Butler immediately stepped up. Without missing a beat, she took the responsibility of ensuring that our cafeteria continued to run smoothly. Thanks to her steady leadership, our students and staff have continued to receive their meals each day with care. She has shown us what truly dedication looks like. But what truly sets Ms. Butler apart is her heart. She supports her staff not only during school day, but also during events, even when it's not part of her job duties. Whether it's helping us set up or simply pitching in behind the scenes, she's always shown us for our campus. We have been incredibly impressed by her leadership and by the way she has carried our cafeteria. Ms. Butler, your willingness to step up and your work ethic and compassion for our students and staff do not go unnoticed. Thank you for all that you do for our Tavola elementary students. The next person is Ms. Erlinda Gonzalez. It is my privilege to recognize an incredible member of our staff, at our staff in elementary, Ms. Gonzalez, our lead custodian. This year, when we learned we were losing our lead custodian, Ms. Gonzalez stepped up without hesitation. She embraced this leadership role with strength, humility, and a deep sense of responsibility for our campus. Every single day, she goes above and beyond to ensure our school is clean, safe, and a welcoming environment for our staff and students. Her work is often behind the scenes, yet her impact is seen, felt, and appreciated by every person who walks through our doors. Ms. Gonzalez not only maintains our campus with excellence, what truly stands out about Ms. Gonzalez is her leadership of her team. She supports them with grace, compassion, and understanding. She models exactly what it means to lead by example. Ms. Gonzalez, thank you for your dedication and your heart. Thank you for stepping into the role when we needed you the most. We are so blessed to have you at Tavola. It is my joy and privilege to recognize one of our truly outstanding paraprofessionals, Ms. Gamad. Okay. She is someone whose presence brings light, positivity, and warmth to everyone she interacts with at Tavola. Ms. Camareno has one of the most beautiful attitudes you have ever encountered. No matter what task, no matter what challenge, she steps into it with a smile and willingness to support wherever she is needed. Whether it's assisting in the classroom, helping transitions, covering duties, or providing one-on-one support, she does it with grace, humility, and unwavering commitment. Her energy is contagious, her love for her children is unmistakable, and the relationship she builds with students is truly remarkable. She has a gift for making students feel safe, understood, and valued. What makes Ms. Cabarano so special is that she brings joy to every space she enters. She uplifts staff, supports teachers, and creates a simply by being who she is. Our campus is brighter because of her. We're incredibly blessed to have her on our team. Her dedication, compassion, and joyful spirit. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me to recognize Ms. Camarero for her extraordinary service and her beautiful heart and the joy she brings to Tavola. Lastly, I want to honor Ms. Kristen Wilson. It is my honor to recognize one of our outstanding first grade teachers, Ms. Wilson. I've had the privilege of working closely with her this year, and I can say that she represents the very best of what I hope for every educator to be: commitment, positivity, and dedicated to her students' success. This year has brought a lot of change in curriculum, increase of fidelity walks, observations, deeper data talks, expectations of new leadership. While these shifts can be overwhelming, Ms. Wilson has embraced every single one of them with the best attitude. She has approached each challenge with grace, professionalism, and true growth mindset. One of the qualities that stands out most is the way she continually encourages her team. She shares her knowledge, openly supports her colleagues, and brings people together through her calm leadership and collaborative spirit. In her classroom, Ms. Wilson has impressed us all with the level of instruction she delivers. Her lessons are thoughtful, intentional, and grounded in best practices. She models exactly what strong Tier 1 instruction should look like. And most importantly, she ensures that every child in her classroom feels seen, supported, and capable. Ms. Wilson, thank you for showing us what excellence is.
All right, while they're getting their picture made, just wanted to do just some recognitions for our staff members here tonight. So when I call your name, just pop up a little wave is all we need. We don't need everybody to walk the aisle down here. We just want to recognize your presence here with us tonight. So from Ben's branch, we got Miss Anderson, Miss Sutter, Miss Towsley. I think y'all just saw them. Woodridge Forest. Okay, that's their around. Brookwood, we've got Miss Davis, their principal. Crippen Elementary, Miss Moran, their principal. Dogwood, Miss Kale. Highlands, Mr. Carlisle. Kings Manor, Miss Larkey. Oakley is Miss Nollenberg. Porter Elementary, we've got Erica DiFiero, one of our dual language team leads. Miss Tom Hay from Sorter's Mill. I just saw Miss Leal. And last but certainly not least, Miss Babs from TLC. A few of our support people that are here tonight. We've got from our PR department, we've got Dr. Powers, our executive director, Mr. Batchelder, who you'll be hearing from in a minute, director of life safety, and then Mr. Pappas over there on the camera, he is our director of marketing and multimedia. From our finance department, Ms. Shalette, our executive director, Meredith Hunt, director of budget, Amanda Garcia, director of accounting, Ms. Shropshire, director of purchasing, and Dan Castile, director of information management. Administrative services, Ms. Gates is their executive director. Ms. Pearson is our director of recruitment and retention. Christy Kelly is our director of HR. From our operations department, Mr. Carroll is our executive director. Mr. Carr is our director of support services. Ms. Thacker is director of child nutrition. And Mr. Brian Martinez is director of technology. From our instruction department, we've got our executive director of elementary, Ms. Land. Director of Elementary Instruction, Ms. Lowe, Executive Director of Secondary, Dr. Darko. Y'all got to hear a lot of great things from Mr. Moran tonight. He's our Director of Fine Arts. Dr. Mesmer is our Director of Secondary Instruction. Ms. Monroe is our Executive Director of Special Programs. Ms. Good is here. She is our Director of Assessment and Accountability. Ms. Grayson, Director of Counseling. Director of MTSS Implementation, Jennifer Angeli. Special Programs Director is Evelyn Sifford, and Digital Learning is LaSonia Cobbs. And then we also have joining us our Director of Athletics, Coach Plunk. The Director of Facilities and Planning is Mr. Richard Ressler. And last but not least, a member of our new Caney ISD Police Force is Sergeant Jason Potter. He's back there. So if I missed you, I apologize, but if I did miss you, just give us a quick wave of the hands. We see that you're all right. Appreciate you guys being here tonight. All right, Paul, it is your turn to come on down. Like I said, Paul Batchelder is our Director of Emergency Management, and so he has a report to share with us involving a intruder audit that was conducted in the district not too long ago. So Mr. Batchelder, it is all yours, sir.
Thank you very much. Good evening, everyone. Top priority of Caney ISD in the state of Texas is keeping students and staff safe every day. The Texas School Safety Center recently conducted an intruder detection audit at one or more of our campuses, and corrective actions have taken place. The audits test whether the campus is accessible to an unauthorized individual. This audit, conducted as a part of Governor Abbott's School Safety Directive for all school systems following the tragedy in Uvalde, seeks to help districts identify how campuses can improve safety for students, such as ensuring exterior doors are locked. The audit provides us with an opportunity to create a safer learning environment for our students and staff. We are working closely with our school's Safe and Secure Committee to ensure that we are training all our staff in securing our doors for the protection of everyone at our campuses. This work from the state in conducting the intruder detection audits is just one of the many actions we're taking to ensure our schools are safe. We know that this work does not end, and we appreciate the board's support. We acknowledge that parents and community members are likely very interested in the details of the audit results. However, it is in the best interest of the students that we do not share this information to the broader public, as it could lead to compromising important campus security information. Specific details of the intruder detection audit will be discussed in the executive session with the Safety and Security session and with the Safety and Security Committee. New Caney ISD is committed to providing a safe and secure learning environment for all students and staff. Thank you.
I'm going to go back to item number 2 on the agenda, which is consideration of the 2024-2025 annual financial report presented by Greg Peterson. Hi.
Hello, thank you. Yes, my name is Greg Peterson, audit partner with Weaver & Tidwell. We conducted the audit of the 2025 financial statements for the district. It is my pleasure to come and present the results of that audit tonight. So far, the theme of this meeting has been a lot of positivity. What an outstanding choir work that was. That was fantastic. I didn't hear a lot of these board meetings. That was top notch. So we'll start with the summary of the audit results, which is on page 100 if you have the report in front of you. So we are issuing unmodified opinion on the financial statements. So that is the highest level of assurance you can receive. That's also known as a clean audit. As part of our audit process, we do evaluate the district's internal controls. The district's internal controls are basically the foundation for which these financial statements are built upon. So we do identify and test internal controls so that we can rely on the information that we see in the reports as far as the balances are concerned. Throughout our testing, we did not identify any material weaknesses or significant deficiencies in internal control processes. We also test for compliance with certain laws and regulations to make sure the district is in compliance. We did not find any non-compliance over those items tested, which include PFIA and the Procurement Act. We also perform a federal single audit. So since the district expends over $750,000 in federal awards that are required to have a single audit conducted, we tested the special education cluster and the Title I programs. Those two programs accounted for 33% of your total federal expenditures. So those two programs are $7 million of your 21 million total federal expenditures. As part of that, we test compliance with federal requirements, and we also test internal controls over those compliance requirements. We will be rendering unmodified opinions, so clean opinions on the single audit side. And we also did not identify any control deficiencies when testing those federal programs. The district continues to be a low-risk auditee for federal programs. So the way you achieve that recognition is you don't have internal control deficiencies, you don't have material weaknesses. So the continued clean opinions of the district allow for it to be considered a low-risk audit team. I will conclude my presentation. We'll turn to page 58, and we will look at the general fund, budget to actual results. Management brings to the board the budget for the general fund, which is the primary fund, operating fund of the district. The board adopts that budget, and then management has to operate the district within those confines. When we look at the expenditure section of the budget actual result, there were no negative variances, which means there were no overspending by the functional levels for which the budget was approved. The district did add to general fund balance, $6.7 million. We look at fund balance, we like to run certain ratios. One of the ratios we looked at is how many days of operations do you have in your unassigned fund balance. TA kind of sets the goal at 90 days to try to have 90 days of operating expenditures in your fund balance. The district currently has 107 days, so you exceed that TA minimum requirement, which again is just an indication of fiscal responsibility and following the guides of what's adopted by the board. Again, as a board, I think the key takeaways would be the unmodified opinions, not having control deficiencies both on the financial statement side and the federal single line side. So definitely an A+ audit. I do want to thank Brandy, Amanda, and the whole finance department. We asked for a lot of information. They provided to us very timely. As an audit partner, it's great to be able to walk into Brandy's office. We can have a very detailed discussion about the school's finances. And if I have questions, she has answers. That always gives me a great comfort to know that she's very on top of what's going on within her department. So, happy to answer any questions that y'all have. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Are there any questions or further discussion? Is there a motion to approve the 2024-2025 annual financial audit? The motion has been moved and seconded. There being no further discussion, a vote will now be taken. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed say no. The motion is approved. Item 3 on the agenda tonight is the open forum. The board will now hear comments from those persons who signed up to speak. And we have one. So if Mr. Coolman, you come forward.
Mr. Coolman, Austin Coolman.
Okay, well, I'm gonna guess that, you check the restroom, make sure it's not used, I don't want to miss this spot. Okay, so I guess, thank you for comments. We'll move on to item number 5 on the agenda, which is reports and proposals of board members. Do we have any reports or proposals? Moving along, we're going to go to item 6 on the agenda, which is consideration for an out-of-state trip to support high school cheer, presented by Bart Miller. Dr. Miller. Let's go through, you were going to do a cheer for us.
Hello, Mr. Calvert and the Caney Independent School District School Board. My name is Dr. Bart Miller, principal of the Porter High School. We competed at the Universal Cheer Association Southwest Regional Competition in San Antonio on November 23rd in the small varsity non-tumbling D1 game day. We received first place and a bid to the National High School Cheerleading Championship in Orlando, Florida. We would like permission to travel out of state to attend the NHSCC to support. We will travel on the 5th of February from IAH and to Orlando, and then we'll come home on the 9th of February. Attending will be 14 cheerleaders, 2 coaches, Coach Barber and Coach Gould from Pine Valley Middle School, and Miss Karen Manwaring, aka the Float Queen, will be our administrator. for me, $8.50 per meal. They're gonna eat real good. $8.50 per meal for each person.
The cost is paid by school.
Anything else? Then, we will entertain a motion to approve the out-of-state trip for Porter High School chair.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded. There being no further discussion, a vote will be taken. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
And those opposed say no. So the motion is approved.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Item number 7 on the agenda is consideration of the 2026-2027 academic calendar presented by Dr. Caesar Kendall.
Good evening. So the academic calendar for the 26-27 school year has been presented to you. We followed, for the most part, what we did this past school year. We have also tried to align some of our one-week vacations to districts around us to help some of our staff members that have spouses in the districts. So we've done that. And then also, just because the amount of days that we have to play with this next year, I don't know if you can see there that there's an extra few days for the Christmas break, which I know everyone's going to enjoy if it's approved. So, but other than that, for the most part, it's the same as it is last year.
Thank you. Are there any questions or further discussion? Is there a motion to approve the 2026-2027 academic calendar?
Second.
The motion's been moved and seconded. There being no further discussion, a vote will be taken. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, please say no. Motion is approved. So item number 8 on the agenda is consideration of the 2026-2027 academic calendar for Infinity Early College High School, also presented by.
So thank you, and as well as the NCISD academic calendar, Infinity also is follow the same calendars as this past school year. The only big change on their calendar is that we moved all of their professional development days that they had at the end of the school year to the beginning, so their students aren't sitting in the cafeteria waiting for Lone Star to start. So that way, once the professional development days are over, Lone Star will be starting their days of their classes, and so will Infinity. So that was a big major change for Infinity. But other than that, the same.
Thank you. Are there any questions or further discussion? Is there a motion to approve the 2026-2027 academic calendar for Infinity Early College High School? The motion has been moved and seconded. There being no further discussion, a vote will be taken. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no. The motion is approved.
Thank you.
Thank you. Item number 9 on the agenda is the consent calendar, consisting of consideration of minutes, finance reports, purchasing reports, instruction reports, and public relation items. Are there any questions from y'all or further discussion? Is there a motion to approve the items on the consent calendar?
Second.
The motion has been moved and seconded. There being no further discussion, a vote will be taken. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say no. The motion is approved. Item number 10 on the agenda is closed meeting. The board will now adjourn to closed session under the Texas Open Meetings Act, sections 551.071, 551.072, 551.074, and 551.076 to deliberate the duties, evaluation, responsibilities, employment, and dismissal of personnel and officers, including the board and superintendent as it pertains to any item listed on this notice or agenda. We will consult with the district's attorneys on subjects or matters that are listed in the notice or agenda, pending or contemplated litigation, and proposed settlement agreements. We can deliberate regarding security devices or discuss security audits, and deliberate regarding the purchase, exchange, lease, or value of real property. Should final action, vote, or decision on any matter considered in closed session be required, such final action, vote, or decision will be taken once the open meeting covered by this notice is reconvened at or at a subsequent meeting of the board. The board has adjourned to closed session, and the time is 7:07 p.m. The board ended its closed session at 8:34 p.m. Item 11 on the agenda is consideration of the personnel report presented by Christy Davis.
So this is our monthly recommendation and addendum for some of the positions that you all got to visit with our new recommended candidates during executive session on, and just our hiring, our resignations, and our substitute hire as well.
Are there any questions or further discussion? Is there a motion to approve the personnel report? Motion has been moved and seconded. There being no further discussion, a vote will be taken. All those in favor say aye. Aye. And opposed say no. The motion is approved.
Yes, ma'am. At this time, I'd like to have Ms. Mays introduce her new assistant principal.
It's my pleasure to introduce Mr. Matthew McDougal. He is coming from West Fork High School. And at Porter High School, he served in our district for over 10 years and as a BSS and in athletics and special education. So we're very honored to have him join the White Oak Warrior team and for the impact that he's going to make on students and staff there. So congratulations. His wife, Shay, has also made it through this entire board meeting. She's a teacher at Tavola, so thank you, Shay.
Congratulations. All right, Dr. Miller, your new AP.
Hello again. This is Miss Hannah Tracy. She is her 18th year in education. She taught in special education. This is her 5th year as assistant principal. First year at Porter High School. She has served as an AP at Panama High School and Lake Travis High School.
Welcome.
And Ms. Heidi, your new assistant principal, please.
All right, and it is my honor to introduce to you guys tonight Amber Smith, who's also been, of course, just a proud part of New Caney ISD for her career through Kings Manor, Woodridge, and now West Fork High School, transitioning from a counselor role where she's been a lead counselor, I think, for 7 years through Woodridge and West Fork now, into an assistant principal role. So. And congratulations.
All right. Item number 12 on the agenda is consideration termination of a contract with Gamma Construction Company for the new operations building project for convenience, and also, authorize the superintendent or his designee to notify Gamma Construction Company of the same and take necessary related actions. Presented by Mr. Powell.
Yes, ma'am. This is the topic that we discussed in closed session, just asking for y'all's approval so we can start that process.
Are there any questions or further discussion? Is there a motion to terminate the contract with Gamma Construction Company for the new operations building project for convenience and authorize the superintendent and his designee to notify Gamma Construction Company of the same and take necessary related actions?
So moved.
The motion has been moved and seconded. There being no further discussion, a vote will be taken. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, say no. The motion is carried. Item 13 on the agenda is to consider rescinding award for new operations building approved by the board at the October 20th, 2025 meeting and authorize the superintendent and his designee to issue a new request for competitive sealed proposals solicitation for the new operations building project presented by Mr. Calvert.
Yes, ma'am. Again, as discussed in closed session, asking for y'all to approve this recommendation so we can issue a new request for competitive silver proposals.
Are there any questions or further discussion? Is there a motion to rescind award for new operations building approved by the board at the October 20th, 2025 meeting and authorize the superintendent and his designee to issue a new request for competitive sealed proposals for the new operations building project? The motion has been moved and seconded. There being no further discussion, a vote will now be be taken. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed say no. Motion is approved. Item 14 on the agenda would be future discussion topics. I really enjoyed the fine arts presentation. I think everybody did. That was really great. And so I don't really have any future topics, not right now. Okay, anybody? There being no further business, then what? Being no further business,